and welcome to iReadit, bringing you your daily dose of the internet for Monday, February 5th, 2018. I am Michael Schwahn.
And I'm Peppermint.
Peppermint, huh?
Yeah, I figured we're kind of like a news show, so I should have a news name.
Is it going to change every day?
In my mouth.
Are you going to try and think of a new one every day?
That would be kind of fun, yeah.
I wish you luck, and I'm totally down for this.
Thank you.
All right, so I will have to do my best to call you Pepper today, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Or Mr. Mint.
Or Mr. Mint. I can live with both of these. Everybody, welcome back. I know that we did not have a show on Thursday due to Nathan having a pipe burst in his house.
It was the worst. Flooded so much of my garage. And then it got real icy.
Well, and then the very next day, the heater in my house broke, so we woke up to a nice, crisp 50-degree house.
See, same. I also woke up, but mine wasn't 50 degrees.
No.
A lot colder, and I thought my lizard was going to die.
Yeah, I believe it. I don't think he likes 50 degrees or less.
No, and I'm a real dumb. I fucking forgot to turn on his lamp. He's been sitting in the dark the entire day.
Nice.
Like I said, I'm a real fucking dumb.
But there is good news. Your pipe is no longer busted, my heater is fixed, and your computer is operating, kinda.
Tentatively.
It's functioning, so.
For now, yeah.
If you would like
to... It is functioning as a moist towelette.
So
it eventually will be thrown away.
I was like, it's going to dry out and be crap?
Yep.
Probably dirty and useless as well?
Yep.
Perfect. Everybody, we are going to be looking at replacing Nathan's computer and continuing to upgrade our equipment because it keeps failing us. We keep trying to do more stuff, and, well, equipment is holding us back.
And I need a better one anyways to provide more for you guys.
Exactly. Well, no, also we need something that's reliable. If you would like to help make that happen, please consider supporting us, patreon.com/dailyinternet.
I have a guy at work who keeps saying that he wants to support me, and I keep forgetting to bring business cards to work, so I'm going to put that in my wallet right now.
Do it, son. If you get value out of the show, show us some value back. Patreon.com/dailyinternet. If you can spare $1 a month, that is $12 a year. Please consider putting that towards us so that we can continue to grow, as well as just keep the show running in general. Because
not just grow as a show, but grow as a people.
As a people. Money's good for growing people, right?
Yes, if you want to cultivate them like Soylent Green.
Yes, perfect. Exactly. The goals have been made. So, Nathan, damn, Pepper, how are you today, sir?
Well, today, actually, it's been pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, that's new for you.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't very many people. It was just kind of, yeah. I ate a little bit, so there's that.
Food's nice. Food helps.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, and you finally got paid, and now you're already waiting for when you get paid again.
Yep.
Probably about 8 more days.
And then I have to pay off a bunch of debts because I owe people from borrowing money. So that one's going to go too. Except I think I'll have like about 100. I'm going to spend that all on myself on food.
Do it.
But I have to get over the fact that I'm addicted to fast food. So it's real hard to have an addiction to fast food and be poor, but like not poor enough to afford fast food.
Sure. You're poorer than fast food poor. Also, like, let's face it, fast food is no longer inexpensive. Like, McDonald's and Taco Bell, they're no longer cheap.
No, it's kind of bullshit.
Like, you can legitimately order just a meal for one person from either of those places, and you could get a meal at, like, Applebee's for the same price.
Or like, a sit-down diner.
Yeah, for the same price.
Because, like, you go in and you're just like, oh, hey, I want the, third-pound burger. And, I want crisp cut fries, and can I replace my, drink with a milkshake? Suddenly you're paying like $13 for your meal, $14.
Yep.
I could have gone to fucking
City Diner.
Village Inn down the road. It's not City Diner. City Diner is like $15, $20.
Sure, Village Inn is fine.
Village Inn is a good example because you can spend $13 and get a plate.
Yep. So... Depressing. I've also seen 2 people go to McDonald's and order $40 worth of food, which is impressive and frightening all at the same time.
I have been in there. I've done that with Taco Bell several times. I do that with Carl's Jr. regularly, almost every time I go to Carl's Jr. Really.
Good work, friend.
But that's just because Carl's Jr. is just slightly more expensive than McDonald's.
Yeah.
And I'm usually paying for more than one person.
Cool. Well, shall we get started, sir?
Yeah.
Very well. Everybody, today is going to be science, sports, science, me too. Just as
sports are there.
Yeah, sports. We like sport. No, we don't really give a shit about sports.
I don't know. I kind of like sports, but it depends on the sport.
Fair enough.
5.
Researchers have developed a method to eliminate scarring by prompting wounds to heal as normal skin rather than scar tissue.
This was submitted by Grilla Nia to our Futurology.
So,
but then if they eliminate scar tissue, then that Red Hot Chili Peppers song is going to lose all of its meaning.
Well, I mean, hasn't it already at this point, Nathan?
No, Michael, the scar tissue that I wish you saw, you sarcastic Mr. Know-It-All.
Wait, is that lyrics from the song, or are you calling me a sarcastic Mr. Know-It-All?
That's lyrics from the song.
Okay, got it.
But, I mean, it kind of fits, doesn't it?
It does. That's why I was
It's spooky.
questioning.
Ooh, it was written for this exact moment.
Damn. And it was probably written, 10 years ago? 20 years ago?
Oh, I don't actually know. That's a good question.
I'm
going to look that up.
We were probably 7 when that song came
Did
out.
that come out Stadium Arcadia?
I don't know.
1990.
I'm getting called out in the chat room. Vivi says, Michael, you like a sport, dummy. She's right. It's called roller derby. That's not the sport we're going to be talking about, though, unfortunately. In any case, so the reason that scar tissue is scar tissue and it doesn't look like normal skin is it's missing 2 things. It's missing fat cells and it's missing hair follicles. And what they are trying to do, they have figured it out, whatever that means. And basically what they do is they encourage the skin as it's regenerating first, when it's first becoming scar tissue, to develop hair follicles. And hair follicles stimulate the skin around it to develop fat cells. Now, there won't be as deep or as long of hair follicles, but the fact that they exist at all will make it significantly closer to regular skin to the point that you probably won't be able to see the scar at all.
Okay, and what about people who already have scars?
They can do nothing for that whatsoever.
Well, that means if you already have scars, you're fucking sick, and everyone from the future is going to be tiny little bitches.
I mean,
no scars to show anything for it.
I mean, I guess one of the things they could do, Nathan, is carve off your scar tissue, and then when it regenerates to scar over...
You're just fucking... Oh my god, that's so weird.
Yeah, I'm going to cut off your scar tissue, and then we're going to make it grow back as normal skin.
Nope. I have scars in places that I don't want that to ever happen to.
We're going to cut up your dick, Nathan.
Stop, please.
So, in any case, it's not gotten very far yet. They've just done the basics of it. It's not going to be something that you'll even see in the next few years, but it's a start.
That's cool.
Although,
it's the beginning of regeneration for humans.
I suppose
we're going to eventually be like lizards that can grow their tails back, or starfish.
I mean, I don't know if we'll...
I mean, we're already most humans are kind of like chocolate starfish, but that's beyond the point.
Wait, what?
What?
Explain how we are like chocolate starfish.
See, a chocolate starfish is slang for a butthole.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I can see that. All right, sure, okay.
Why would you want...
I didn't need to know that. That's gonna...
Isn't there like an album that's called Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored Water?
I don't know. I hope not. So our resident doctor in the chat room, Mr. Tim Stein, says, so with this, I would like to see the original article upon how they propagate...
It's the third studio album by Limp Bizkit.
Adipose cells in the location of the wound. Adipose cells are the cells that I was kind of talking about earlier without getting into technical terms about like the fat cells and stuff like that. He says, because without innervation, adipocytes and follicles won't function normally. Well, I don't know if they're concerned about them functioning normally so much as just looking normal. Plus, they would need angiogenesis. Without that, the adipocytes will not be able to store fat, and the follicles won't be able to make hair. Again, I'm not sure if they're concerned with them functioning normally so much as just looking normal.
The best thing about this article is I now have a fuckload of new names for D&D.
Adipocyte and just shit like that?
Yeah.
Random-ass fucking words for your
I should just go. I just fucking flip through a medical book and stick my finger down.
Do it.
This is necrophagia.
Perfect. So yeah, I mean, less scars because as human beings we're very vain and care about superficial things.
I refuse.
Do you?
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to start getting into more dangerous situations, specifically to gain more scars.
You want to know the real reason you refuse, Nathan? Because it'd probably be expensive.
I refuse, and I refuse, and I refuse, and I refuse.
Very well. 4. Philadelphia fans set fire and damage property after Super Bowl win.
This is submitted by Think Before We Speak to our news.
Yo,
which football are they playing? Are they playing American football? Because this sounds an awful lot like European football.
No, it's American football.
That's surprising.
Yep. Well, I mean,
damn hooligans.
It was their first Super Bowl victory ever, and they beat the nation's most despised team.
Good on you, but god damn.
But apparently, like, people just flooded the streets in droves, and, well, because people suck, they proceeded to destroy things.
The most important thing about the Super Bowl is how the NFL fucked up.
Explain.
The Eagles have the only logo all of the NFL that is facing the opposite direction.
Faces left instead of right.
So you would think that you just have the Eagles facing the left and the Patriots facing the right, and they look like they're about to butt heads.
Yeah.
But that's not what the NFL did.
Nope, they're facing away from each other, back to back. These people suck.
That's dumb.
You
had a golden opportunity, and you fucked it.
You know, I wonder if it was actually because of, like, seating or something like that, or wherever the Super Bowl was held or something like that, of where the images get placed and not so much a actual choice by the programmers, not, like, the coordinators.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I don't know. There was also another really
stupid that they fucked up that golden opportunity.
There's also another really great post on Reddit of 95% of America right now, and it's this girl holding an upside down Patriots logo, and it says, "The evil is defeated."
I mean, congratulations. You guys played a real good, football.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either, but I did pay attention to the score because I was rooting against the Patriots. Because there's 3 things that I care about is I hope the Broncos win, I hope the Patriots lose, and I hope everyone has a good time.
I didn't really care. Yo, but if you tell me something like Daniel Negreanu's got another bracelet, I would lose my shit.
I don't know what that means either.
Exactly.
Who's Daniel Negreanu, and what are the bracelets?
Negreanu. Daniel Negreanu is by far my favorite poker player, and you get a bracelet for winning world tournaments.
Oh, that's cool. That's neat. All right.
So if he got another bracelet, I would lose my shit.
3.
Because he's got so fucking many.
A blood test to detect early signs of Alzheimer's disease has been developed.
This is submitted by Lilith Deicide to our uplifting news. This is submitted by Edge.Edgelord.
More science. Now, what this is so, and I'm sure Tim will fact check me because I'm just going to go off of my brain right now, is that Alzheimer's, we have discovered, is created because of a buildup of proteins in the brain.
Midichlorians. Oh.
No, not midichlorians.
Oh.
Go the fuck away.
I'm just trying to make midichlorians even worse than they already
Please
are.
don't. Please don't. That's how you get Scientology.
Yo, those are called thetans. Fuck off.
Yeah, right. Midichlorians.
I can tell whose thetan level is fucking low today. Jesus.
Yeah, no kidding. What's your power level,
Nathan?
Nathan?
I don't remember if low is good.
I don't know. What's your power level?
It's over 9,000.
Awesome. Perfect. VVS says Alzheimer's genetic. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very much so. But anyway, it's because of a buildup of proteins on the brain, and then because of that buildup of proteins, they're not able to be cleared off. The brain starts to degenerate, which leads to things like memory loss, dementia, etc. Well, it's very difficult to fix things with the brain because it's your brain. Like, you have one wrong nick, and the brain goes, "Oh, I don't work anymore." So, really, I think the realistic way to cure Alzheimer's is figure out a way to clear out those proteins without damaging someone else. But that's the hard part, is figuring out how to do it. Resident Dr. Tim Stein says the B amyloid plaques are a result of dysfunctional enzymes that don't cleave termini of certain enzymes where they should be. So yeah, stuff's not getting cleaned up when it should be, which leads to buildup, which leads to the brain falling apart. Well, so we've not figured out a way to cure it yet, but the thing that doctors have found is a way to detect it earlier, up to 30 years before the first symptoms begin to start, which, if you are able to detect it sooner, means you can begin treatment sooner, which means people might be able to live a more comfortable life while they live with while they have to, live with the disease. So, and it's a non-invasive one. It's conducted with a blood test, which is really cool because, it makes it a lot easier, a lot more simple. Now,
you prick a finger? Or do you need to draw actual blood?
I don't think you can do it with a prick of a finger. They probably need more blood than that. But it does seem to have an 86% sensitivity and specificity rating, which is right around the same point of brain scan techniques. So there's an advantage.
That's fucking cool.
While it's not any more effective, it is significantly easier to do.
I like it.
And so... developments are great. This is nowhere near ready for, again, like most of the science stories we talk about, they're never anywhere close to being ready for the general population. So
that's all right. At least there's attention being drawn to it. There's a possibility.
Yeah. So, but right now, Alzheimer's disease in the United States alone affects over 5 million people. And the annual cost for Alzheimer's in the United States is $259 billion.
I don't believe I have Alzheimer's in my family. Because, goddamn, can some of my family hold grudges.
I don't think that's the same, Nathan.
Whatever.
I wish you'd get Alzheimer's so you'd forget about that. God.
I'm not that insensitive.
Aren't you, though? Okay, speaking of which,
Absolutely.
by the way, about you being insensitive or not, we had a conversation at D&D yesterday. Well, we weren't playing D&D because someone was gone to watch the Super Bowl. There was a question of somebody made a horrendous pun. I don't remember what it was anymore because God stabbed Adam in the face. Well, he said the pun, and I looked at him, I was like, well, and I just, fake cracked my neck. Just, and... Then Josh looks over at me and he goes, how do you think Nathan would feel if somebody actually offed themselves over his pun? Like, would he be amazed? Would he be satisfied? Would he be excited? Would he feel bad?
So at first, if it's in front of me, I would feel horrified. I would be, oh my God, holy shit. But, reflection on it, I hate to be a dickhead, but I think it'd be pretty cool.
Well, and that's what Josh said. He's like, he'd probably feel awful at first, and then about 10 years later, he'd be like, that was the best thing ever. I'm going to tell everyone that story now.
I forced someone to kill themselves with a pun. Yo, then I truly would be the Punisher.
It's a pun. All right. Shall we move on?
John, burn them all.
To more science?
Yeah, I guess so.
2.
Scientists conclude that 13,000 years ago, a 60-mile-wide comet plunged Earth into a mini ice age after examining rocks from 170 sites around the globe.
This is submitted by Stereo Match to Our Science.
So apparently we had an ice age significantly more recently. The difference is that it wasn't as large, it wasn't as cold.
Okay, so what caused the first ice age then?
The two ice ages we know about happened billions of years ago, so we don't completely know. We just speculate.
I think it's Urza messing with the Golgothian Silex.
Yeah, you think it's Urza? I mean, who knows? Could have been, the Empire.
Why? No, it could not have been the Empire.
Why not, Nathan?
Because it was a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
What's your point?
It's a long, long time ago.
Yeah, got it. Billions of years ago.
And the Ice Age was a long, long time ago.
Yeah,
Okay? So they should be currently in the exact same time frame. So you would think, it could happen, right?
Yeah.
But it's in a galaxy far, far away.
Well, if you think about the way the universe works, 5 billion...
There's already been recordings of the first person from a Star Wars universe going to Earth.
Damn it, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's called E.T.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, E.T. the extraterrestrial. I think it was episode 3. In the crowd of the Senate, you see like ETs, right? The reason why ET can make the fucking bicycle lift with just his fucking mind is because
force?
he's a goddamn force-sensitive goddamn ET.
God damn it.
That's why when he saw the kid dressed as Yoda, he was like freaking out a little bit. Because he recognized Yoda.
That's... I don't know how I feel about this.
Also, there was an extended universe comic book where Han Solo and Chewbacca were escaping from being shot down. They basically get shot down and hyper jump to Earth, and they crash land on Earth. And then Han gets shot up by a bunch of Native Americans, and Chewie becomes the Yeti, or not the Yeti, the Sasquatch.
Man,
and
so
later on, Indiana Jones finds the Millennium Falcon and finds Han's body.
So it wasn't that long ago then.
So it was Harrison Ford finding Harrison Ford.
Also, I'm real glad for that specific aspect that the extended universe has been scrapped.
Yeah. You know what makes me really sad, though?
What's that?
My favorite part of the extended universe was scrapped.
Well, I know there was a lot of good stuff in the EU that was good.
There was. My favorite thing involved Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, was it his father killing himself?
Yeah, because he couldn't convince Jar Jar to kill himself.
Yep.
Because Jar Jar sucks.
And he's a Sith Lord.
It's true.
What?
Absolutely true.
Terry Crews implies he's being pressured to drop his sexual assault lawsuit.
This is submitted by Bunyip Pouch to our television.
Bunyip Pouch?
Bunyip Pouch.
So, Terry Crews has starred in all 3 of the Expendables films, correct?
Yes, I think. I haven't actually watched any of them.
Oh, well, I can tell you the first one's pretty good. I can't tell you about the other ones. I have no idea.
I figure they're probably like Death Race, where you watch them once and you're just like, that's kind of cool.
And then you move on? Yeah, probably. So he tweeted out, management got a call last week from A.V. Lerner, producer of Expendables 4, saying I could avoid any problems on the sequel if I drop my case against WME. But guess who is Sylvester Stallone's agent? Adam Bennett, which is the guy that sexually assaulted Terry Crews.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
So, like, Stallone still employs that guy?
Yeah, apparently. A lot of people still do, which Terry Crews has been calling them out on it.
Damn.
Because, like, geez.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Like, that guy should not be getting any work, but, you know, whatever, if you guys don't mind your dick being grabbed.
Well, and that's the thing, is that, you know, everyone was, like, quick to jump on Harvey Weinstein because of the women coming out against him, but everyone is just trying to, like, brush Terry Crews off, which is so suck.
You think it's because he's a man, or do you think it's because he's black?
Maybe both. I also think it's because he's the only one so far that has said anything against Adam Bennett.
That's fair.
Like,
I'm inclined to believe Terry Crews because I've seen a lot of things about Terry Crews being just a swell guy, and I think he's a swell guy.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I think that might be more of it is that there isn't a large quantity.
It's fair.
So.
But, I mean, he still has his lawsuit, which is great.
Yeah, still going.
If they don't put him in Expendables, whatever, we still love you, Terry.
We do, and I'll still watch you on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Well, just to fund you and your... Yeah, we'll start a Patreon. We'll give you funding for whatever film you want to do.
I don't think he needs money, but...
We'll give him more money.
Mr. Meeseeks, look at me! Nathan, what'd you care about in the last 86 hours? Nope, 96 hours. I can do math.
So I found out. Oh God, I have to pull it up on my phone really quick. Which is under. Yeah. I found out a movie that I really, really enjoy has an alternate ending I didn't know about, and I think the alternate ending was a bad idea, and I'm glad they didn't go with it.
What movie?
American History X.
I have not seen it. Not that that surprises anybody, but I have not seen it.
It is amazing and would make you weep, Michael.
Would it? Would it actually? Like,
yes.
Like I can fucking cry at movies. Like, is it gonna make me cry?
I absolutely feel like you would weep at this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is about Edward Norton, who is a skinhead.
Okay.
And he murders a black man trying to rob his or steal his car.
Okay.
He then gets thrown in prison. After that, he gets out and he finds out that his brother is also a skinhead, and his brother is played by Edward Furlong, who was the kid in Terminator 2: Judgment Day. So the kid's a skinhead now, and he is no longer a skinhead because he had been raped by skinheads in prison and befriended black people in prison and everything.
Okay.
So he gets out and he goes on this essentially quest to get his brother to not be a skinhead anymore. And his brother was assigned by the school to write a new book report because he wrote his original book report on Mein Kampf, and it was like a pro Mein Kampf piece.
Okay.
So he then writes the book, or the book report. I forget which book he does it on, but he then turns it in, and he's basically no longer a skinhead.
Cool.
But at the end of the movie, and this is where I'm going to throw up spoilers, all right?
Okay.
At the end of the movie, the brother, the younger brother, is met in the bathroom by a black youth who was a gangbanger that they had crossed paths earlier in the movie because he's a fucking skinhead.
Right.
Then the kid shoots him, and the brother dies, and the movie ends with Edward Norton's character just crying over his brother who had essentially reformed.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
While the alternate ending shows Edward Norton's character go back and shave his head as if signifying he was a Nazi again. And that sounds like such a bad fucking ending.
Yeah, it sounds pretty bad. I'll give you that one.
Real happy they did it the other way, because goddamn, that was a fucking tear-jerking movie.
We're Americans. We like happy endings.
Oh my god, I want to play so much Monster Hunter.
Today, February 5th, 2018, the Berlin Wall is down exactly as long as it was up. 10,316 days.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize it was up that long.
Yeah, apparently. Jesus.
Like, that's just shy of 30 years.
I guess they really didn't like each other.
Well, it's not so much that they didn't like each other. It's more that,
Sure.
They just, one wanted to maintain control over the people they had.
Yeah.
I mean, they were in a similar situation to what North Korea and South Korea are now.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is very true.
Except instead of a wall, there's like 5 miles of empty land
Militarized
full
zone.
of guns.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, Vivi in the chat says that Monster Hunter is a much better game than Dissidia. You say you don't know that.
I don't, because I've not played both of them.
But I know that.
Oh, do you know that, Nathan?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
because Brendan has Dissidia, and I played it.
Did you ask him, by the way, about the cards?
I did ask him, and he gave me like a non-answer, and I'm gonna try and ask him again.
Fuck. Okay.
Um,
I do believe that Monster Hunter is probably a better game than Dissidia. I've not played it yet, though.
I feel like Monster Hunter already, unless production companies really step it up, Monster Hunter is gonna be Game of the Year.
There's a lot of really good games coming out this year, but I definitely believe it'll probably be in the
main
running. Reason
I feel like Monster Hunter is because it's a polished AAA title out the bat. It hasn't had any game-breaking updates needed for the game, which even Pokemon had to have an update to fix the game because there was a bad problem in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then not only that, but it didn't have any release day DLC. The entire game was right then and there. And on top of that, unless it was just cosmetics, like the DLC was just like a samurai-looking set, but it was not actual armor pieces. And on top of that, they've announced that all of their DLC is going to be free.
There's a couple things that I'm interested that we'll see how they do as well. Some other games that are coming out this year that will make waves in one regard or another unless people completely fuck it up. Detroit Become Human from the people that made like Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
Far Cry 5. There's a lot of people that aren't Far Cry fans that are really interested in Far Cry 5.
Far Cry's been a great game series since I really enjoyed. I haven't played Far Cry 1, but I really enjoyed Far Cry 2 onwards.
Well, and in this case, I think people are really excited to be killing Americans.
Yeah, not only that, but like fucking racist skinhead bitches.
Yeah. God of War.
Yeah, that one's probably going to be real fucking great.
If it comes out within the time frame, Kingdom Hearts 3.
I still think that's going to be pushed out.
I bet it will too.
Same with Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah. Marvel's Spider-Man looks really good so far.
I haven't looked at that one.
Like, Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out this year.
Another thing that I really enjoy about Monster Hunter is that you have... It's like this beautiful open world for the most part.
Sure.
And on top of that, you just run around trying to find your boss monster that you're trying to fight. And the boss monster roams around the fucking area. It's tend to be like 30 fucking minutes long.
You know another game that is either going to do exceptionally well or be absolutely terrible?
What?
Anthem. BioWare's new game that they shat on Mass Effect in order to go make.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that game is either going to be amazing and do incredible, or it's going to be complete garbage.
I agree with Vivi in the chat. Far Cry 3 was probably the best fucking Far Cry.
A couple other
Far
things.
Cry 4 was real fun, don't get me wrong. Fucking seeing honey badgers and shit was real cool.
A couple other things that are coming out this year. Darksiders 3. And those
Want to know the funny thing about Far Cry 4?
What's that?
It's any percentage speedrun.
Is it? Oh, you just sit there and wait, right?
Yep.
It's any percentage speedrun has already been set because it's literally you just don't leave the house and you win the game.
You just sit there and wait.
Yeah.
Yo, I love fucking awkward-ass games like that with any percentage speedruns, because Golden Sun is one.
And how is it awkward?
Because you go through the entire first dungeon, and you have, like, a boss fight and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, the elder of your village is like, hey, do you want to go on this adventure to light all of the lighthouses? And it's yes or no. And if you hit no, cuts to a scene where the entire world explodes, or the volcano around you explodes, and title sequence.
Nice.
I fucking love it.
All right.
Because the first time I was playing the game, I was like, fuck you guys. No. And it happened, and I was like, whoa.
Oops.
I didn't save.
Oh, damn. All right, anyway. You ready to get out of here, buddy?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll be back tomorrow, everybody. Glad everything is running, operating well. There was an update to our broadcasting software, which meant that it's much easier now for us to broadcast to Facebook Live again, because it was really a pain in the ass for about 2 weeks. So thank you for getting that updated and fixed, because that made my life a lot easier. Everybody, if you would like to support the show, help us continue to grow, keep the show running, because it does have a significant number of expenses, and allow us to upgrade our equipment. Patreon.com/dailyinternet. If you get value out of the show, so show us some value back. Otherwise, share the show. Follow it on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. All of those are at iReaditCast. If you watch the video and you're like, I could just listen to this, but I don't have a good way to do it because you're only on Facebook and YouTube. False! We are also on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play, and probably anywhere else that you can find podcasts. And that is it, everybody. That is your 424th dose of the Internet. I am Michael Schwahn.
And I'm Nathan Wood.
No, your name is Peppermint.
Oh, shit! I fucked it up!
Damn it! All right. Have a good day, everybody.
Don't get